So what we have seen in the first Friday or the last trading session of the first week of CY 2023 was a very sharp rise in the overall indices as far as Wall Street is concerned, where the minimum percentage gain that we have seen is 2% and a maximum that the Nasdaq has shown was 2.5%. So you can consider this as a sharp rise, and let us see whether it has any impact on the overall trend or not, and how do we how do we look at this price move which has happened and what will be the impact going forward. So rather than talking about the minute chart, I'm going to talk about the trend, because we are analyzing charts on daily basis. So we will get to know what the trend is saying and what one should look at on the upcoming Monday, or as far as the overall trend or the range is concerned. Now the first chart that I'm looking here is S&P 500, and there is no denial in the chart that we are still in a big downtrend, and I have been saying this thing for the last couple of weeks or months. But when you are looking at the price move, you can clearly see some sort of up move that has started, and how much upside we have here right now at the moment, that is something which we need to look at. So let me draw all the important levels. I mean, these are just doodling, or finding all the important levels and drawing some lines. That's what I'm doing here right now. So this is what we can see as far as the trend is concerned. Okay, this is what we can see as far as the trend is concerned. So here we are, this is the lower end of the range, and if you are looking at the upside, so if I may connect the dots, or if I'll try to connect the dot, this is what we have here. Okay, now you can see what the chart of SPX or S&P 500 is telling you. What you need to look at is this specific or highlighted section. Okay, this is what we are looking here right now. So the question is, what lies ahead? Primarily, we're gonna have our support or stop loss rather at 3774. So please do not go below 3774, which is your stop loss. And on the upside, the bounce back will stretch in between 4000 and 4100, or 4110 at the max, and this will be the zone where, or in between which, S&P 500 will face resistance. So focus on this section, and then on regular basis we will talk about what has happened and what we must do right now, or on that specific trading session, right? So this is what we can see as far as S&P 500. Let's go down to Dow Jones and let us see, because the price chart of Dow Jones is much more, I would say, aggressive, because there is hardly any fall. So if you are looking at the price chart of Dow Jones, this is what we have here, and clearly the Dow Jones hit the resistance zone and it has already made a breakout. Then what we can see over here, irrespective of a big downside, okay, irrespective of big downside, it looks like a volatile trend, and currently it is in a range bound mode. Okay, it is in a range bound mode. So there is still some upside which is there in the Dow Jones as well. So on the downside you have 32,840 and we have 32,628, and on the upside we have 34,344 and 34,640. So this is what we are going to look at as far as Dow Jones is concerned. So here in this case as well, you will see some bounce back even within the range, and beyond 34,650 it will be a breakout. So we will reanalyze it again. Obviously there will be daily videos, so you need not to worry about that. Talking about the Nasdaq, which has increased, or which has jumped the most, obviously because the volatility is very high. But if you are looking at the Nasdaq, that's the weakest link. And one thing is very sure, one thing that I am very clear, even though it is a range bound move, you cannot recall it as a trend reversal. Okay, when I'm talking about trend reversal, I'm talking about the upside trend reversal and not the downside trend reversal. Okay, this is something which one must look at, and you must believe it in a very serious manner that we are not at all out of the woods. So what do we have here? Okay, right now if you are looking at Nasdaq, so you have your immediate support of 10,290 and 10,130, and on the upside you have your target or resistance at 11,500 or 550. So there are instances, or here even within the range, the chances are there will be some bounce back, but at the end of the day we are not down, or we are not out from the woods. So make sure that you are not going below the support and stop loss in all the three indices. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.